So there's some nice things that happen there. Okay, we just did Troublesome Prisoner. Now we need Dark Doppelgangers, area 300. When it's 225. Yeah. We'll do dark. Imagine a dark doppelganger. Why is this not? There, we rushed to 30 something. That's why I got Thalora in, because we need that rush. Give me that rush, Thalora. You just skipped 38 levels. Yeah. This is a better start. 15-minute push. But I mean, you know, there are combinations of numbers of familiars depending on who you're using and stuff. Like right now, I can have 6 on the field and 2 on my ultimates. The 2 on the ultimates are doing speed. You know, the pixie is doing a speed function, and the spider is lowering the cooldown on that so that we can go faster. You know, like lots of stuff you can do without early on. But having 3 on the field is fantastic. So if you got the epic pack, you get 1 right away. Then you get the free Baby Guinevere out of the shop. And then you buy the mage hand for 250 gems, and suddenly you've got 3 on the field. And you're picking up all that stuff right away, and that's great. And that's fantastic. And then beyond that, 5 on the field just helps you. It slows or speeds up the amount of time... speeds up your progress through an area, so it reduces the amount of time you spend in any given adventure. The Venn diagram? Feels like it's related to Venner, so that's... Not how you... Isn't it? VENN. So VIN makes it feel like it's a Venursa thing, and I don't know. I think we're getting too complicated. I think we either have to have a name for one and a name for the other, not necessarily put them all in one group. I think there's a group that brings friends. That's one group. I'm fine with that being the party bus group. Then there's a group that can go to very specific places, no matter what. That's a whole different name. I don't care about mixing those two. I think these need to be 2 different groups. Did I open my Wormslayer chest? I did, yeah. I didn't get anything decent out of it. Yeah, we can't use tag team because a tag team champ is specifically Beetle and Grim. They are a tag team champ because they literally tag each other in and out of the formation. So we can't step on that terminology. Their ultimate literally they one jumps in as one jumps out, and you know you imagine them high-fiving and now they're in the party. Thinking party bus and maybe entourage. Interesting. Well, Scoutley feels. Yeah. The entourage is the group, though, not the person that brings the group. I'm thinking VIP for the person that can go everywhere. Like VIP champs basically have access to everywhere. They got their little VIP card, you know. They just show it at the door and security lets them in. And they go wherever they want. I think I'm not going diplomatic immunity. That's too complicated. That's a problematic term in my mind. I think maybe just VIPs or backstage passes. Backstage pass champ. I think it's just VIP champion. We can make it simple. Like, yeah. Well, again, roadies. That's a whole other. Like you're talking about the people that come along with them, and we're not creating a group name for the people that come along with them. We're creating a group name for the champions that bring other people. But I think this is it. A VIP champ is a champion that ignores restrictions on content and goes wherever they please. I think that works. As a name. Swiss Army Knife is a champion that can that has specializations that can adapt it to any kind of group formation layout, that kind of stuff. That's a whole other thing. That's like Nerds is a Swiss Army Knife, Gromma's a Swiss Army Knife, Morgaine's a Swiss Army Knife. There are probably more, but they can really adapt themselves to a scenario. They tend to not be great. They're just highly adaptable, kind of like a Swiss Army knife itself. Isn't necessarily the greatest pocket knife in the world, but has a lot of stuff. 90% of it you're never actually going to use. I had one as a kid. God, it was silly. Oh look, I've got a corkscrew. Why the hell did a 10-year-old need a corkscrew? So, VIP champs. Yeah, I'm not super attached to any of these ones that bring other people. None of these names for bringing other people are really making me happy. I want the name to be understandable. Lurking Rider. So calling champions that can ignore restrictions on content agents doesn't really mean anything. And travel agents are people that send people somewhere but don't go themselves. Tell it to MacGyver. Look, there's exceptions to every rule. MacGyver is the exception. MacGyver's the exception. Not seeing. Trying to look up words with definitions that kind of make sense for this, but it's always for the opposite. There's names for the people that are with someone, but not for the person themselves. Like I said, like an entourage is the name for the group of people. I mean, I guess you could name that champion after the fact that they bring an entourage, but it feels backwards. Frizzlers, Lurking Rider. Frizzlers is not, no. Miss Frizzle was the teacher in charge of the magic school bus, right? Yeah, Miss Frizzle. No, we're not calling them Frizzlers. Like I said, like the party buzz is the closest thing so far. Like you got it. You got the party bus, and you throw your friends in it and bring them along. But that doesn't even really like in that terminology. You're the like that champion is the party bus that their friends hop on and go to the party in. And that's so far that's the closest I feel represents what's going on there. No, it's Letty. It's not my thing. It's Duke Ravengard's thing. Designated driders. No, because we can't go near that term because of the obvious connotation. The obvious connotation. Well, it was a typo, Ledia. It was supposed to be designated drivers. I sure hope no one's mounting a drider. That would be. That's. There's a part of the internet where there's art about that. That part of the internet does. We don't do that here. Wrote what he wrote. Yeah, he also corrected it real quickly. So, you know. You know, this would not make sense to anyone. Not that I let that stop me anywhere. I mean, I call certain variants Chumbawamba variants. It's not like people understand that reference either. Yeah, yeah. This might be. Well. It's it's the Venga Bus champions. So we got to go with song lyrics, right? It's the Venga Bus. So we got Chumbawamba. It would instead of party bus, it'd be the Venga Bus. Yeah. That's another old reference. Oh boy. Well, is this the? This is it. Hold on. Let me mute real quick. Well, I guess I shouldn't. I mean, we'll see. Hold on.
Building your online.
I knew it. I'm like, it's gonna give me an ad first. It's gonna be an ad first. Stupid YouTube. Why do I get a minute long ad when I'm just trying to watch like a 3-minute song video? Party Crashers is interesting. Because they're going where they're not supposed to go. That actually might work. Yeah. Nice Oxventure. What Oxventure reference? Did I have an Oxventure reference? I don't know. We just screamed outside. What the hell? Dog Dog plays on his lute. I don't know that. Yeah, it's hilarious though. Yeah. There isn't a name called. It's called "We Like to Party." Is the song? It's Venga Boys. We Like to Party. Uh, I'll put this over here because YouTube doesn't now. It doesn't want to. Oh, there it goes. That's it. That's the song. Though now I'm like, Party Crashers is probably better. Makes more sense. But I like the throwback to Venga Bus. Yeah, Party Crashers. Well, actually, no. Party Crashers is the champs that ignore restrictions on content and go where they please. So I think we still Party Bus champs are still the ones. Then along the party line, they bring friends along. I think we do that. I'll get back to the chat once we're back from the ad break. But. We use Party Crashers for champs that can go anywhere. They go wherever they want. Because they didn't have an invite. They went anyway. Question about Twitch ads. What's the point of even showing the tiny screen if we can barely see it and it's also muted in favor of the ad? I don't know. Ask Twitch. Why are you asking me? I didn't make it. I have no idea. Yeah, it's so small it doesn't really matter. I have no idea. I was busy. I was busy, Lurking Rider. I missed the Lestrade reference. Now I'm like, oh, that would be actually kind of funny. Set a D&D campaign in London where you're trying to solve like a crime, and Inspector Lestrade is actually Strahd the Vampire Strahd, and is constantly hounding you. Not an enemy, but just there and like, you leave this to the police. We'll take care of this. That would be kind of funny. Yeah, so I like the term party crashers for champs that ignore restrictions on content and go where they please. And then party bus champs are champs that drag friends along with them to content their friends normally wouldn't be able to do. That works. Marky Mark. There's too many. There's too many that could possibly be. Too many references that we could possibly go down for that. No speed potions. Come on. Come on, game. I'm using lots of speed potions. You need to give me speed potions back. Equivalent exchange. Equivalent exchange! Start getting nervous when it's like, but I'm spinning speed potions. I'm not getting it because we're not opening gold chests. Y'all got any more of those speed potions? Alright, dark doppelgangers will have us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did we do Shadow Stalkers? We did. So we'll have done 10. And then we'll need Cold and Wet, Madcap Adventures, A Difficult Descent, and Dream Gauntlet. Difficult Descent is 300. Dream Gauntlet's 325. Cold and Wet 225. Madcap Adventures 325. Yeah, that'll be good. Awesome. I've been working on there's a it's not Holmesian, but I've been working on a kind of like more of a noir style detective like mystery thing for like that's a D&D one shot. Not like the super difficult mystery to solve, but just fun and very much like the intro that I'm still working out. I've got most of it, I think. Is very much the film noir, like the noir detective thing, where it's like, you know, it was a dark wet night on the blah 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 blah. The kind of night that left you like that whole long explanation kind of intro. She walked into my office with blah, you know, like that kind of thing. I wanted to really lean into that trope at the start, and at a couple points, like when you're talking with that person. But then it's just a mystery thing in Waterdeep. It could be in any major city, but I think I put it in Waterdeep. Where basically, you know, the guard's busy and they've handed off this to this detective, and he just runs like this guy that has an office and he has groups of people that he hires, and you're one of those You're one of those groups.